Hey guys, Chris from BlackRifle Survival. Thanks for stopping in today. This is an awesome video. This is my first for my channel. I wanted to introduce to you guys the Outdoor Arena Review Ring. This is a group of YouTube channels, now including myself, that will be testing gear and equipment that we send out. Each of us will have our own opinions and what we think of the gear, the knives, the bags, whatever we decide to send out, and you're going to get first-hand experience from each of us. So if you haven't checked out those videos, I'll go ahead and provide the links to the Outdoor Arena so you can see who is all involved, and let's get this started. Today we're featuring the BHK Woodsman Pro by Battle Horse Knives. So you can see it comes in a very nice leather sheath with the dangler style. I'll do some cutaways here so you guys can get a better view of it. Very well made sheath, drainage hole in the front. Okay guys, so this is the BHK Woodsman Pro. Alright guys, so as I've mentioned before, this knife has been through other reviewers in the outdoor arena. So now it's my turn to test it, and this is the as-in condition. I have not oiled it to clean the blade. I have not sharpened it. So I'll go ahead and test it. Just grabbed a regular piece of pine here. Tilt you guys down a bit. Okay, so we'll start off with some push cuts here. Test the sharpness on the tip. So the Scandi grind should be pretty nice here. Now I'm purposely not wearing gloves because I wanted to get a feel for these micarta handle scales with the twist in it. So far, for my hand size, these feel pretty comfortable. Up on the top of the spine I am noticing a little bit of roughness, but you know, I could deal with it. It's not something that's just going to kill the knife on your purchase if you're interested in this. But back to the cutting test. So I'm doing some push cuts here. Now I'm not intentionally trying to make feathers here, but as you can tell, it is doing something. Let's do some cuts here. Working with a knot. This is biting really nice. Trying to find that sweet spot. Never had a Battle Horse knife before. Already, I'm really liking how this is taking the wood off. And this is really dry pine. So majority of this stuff just wants to chip right off. But it's taking nice slices off here. We're going to use this knife. We're going to baton right down the middle, break this guy in half, and we'll get some sticks out of here. This is a new knife to me. I have confidence in Battle Horse knives. Should probably start with something smaller, but we'll see if I have to rescue this knife here. It's going to be hard with that chunk, actually. Trying not to hit the micarta. This eucalyptus is some tough stuff. As you can tell, I am just absolutely wailing on this thing and it is not going through. I'm running out of tip room. I'm not going to get this one in too much trouble here. That is wedged in. I'm not trying to break the knife. tell you, that grip though, it's not slipping. My hands are already sweating. Well, I do have oak, but it's pretty big. Sorry guys, I'm looking for a realistic test here. As you can see, there's a bunch of knots. So I'll go ahead and split this guy down the middle here. Put the knots at the bottom so you guys can see the damage. So I think this is oak. Pretty sure. I mean, you can tell. Harder wood. Actually, this is pretty rotted out, so getting right to that piece here. And the knot. Not feeling any shock in the handle. It's not hurting my hand. Definitely not slipping. As I get down to that knot though, I'm starting to feel a little resistance without killing my stump too much here. Going right through it, no problem. One more hit, that'll knock it out. Alright, so if we need to get some firewood going, I'm going to tack that knot up at the top here. Keep going. Nice even pressure on it. Oh, that's stuck in the stump. Hold on. So you can see it split that knot right down the middle. Currently, I'm looking, inspecting the blade, not seeing any flex. That's pinned in there. Let's go ahead and drive it home. Alright guys, so as I was mentioning, I was batoning through a piece of eucalyptus. It's maybe about a month old. It was freshly cut, still pretty thick stuff. Obviously I was having some difficulties putting this Woodsman Pro through it. It's not the fault of the knife, it's the user, so I am actually blaming myself for not thinking ahead. I could have, for example, taken off the edges of that piece that I was trying to baton through, you know, slowly, and that would have helped, but I didn't think about that until now. But we're going to continue moving on with the test. We're just keeping the review honest here. So we've got a piece of pine, just a piece of wood. Go ahead and do just debark this real quick. It seems like the 90 is pretty sharp, but it's a little bit dinged up because previous reviews, depending on how they, you know, did the review on their test, it's obviously going to have wear and tear. But no worries, we'll still test it out. And this Woodsman Pro is doing real great. So as you can tell, there's some pieces of wood stuck in there. That'll come out later. Well, let's go ahead and do the pine. We'll do some, already started with some push cuts, so let's just start whittling this down a little bit. So you can see, I'm just changing my grip up a little bit, getting more purchase on the knife. So the length of it for my hand, I've got plenty of pommel left. I wouldn't smack on it because it's flush with the micarta, so you might damage that, so just keep that in mind. But the option, because it's full tang, the knife is still able to have that option if you want to smash something. Okay, so let's grab another piece. This is oak, hard oak, black oak. Same thing here. Actually, this is going through the oak better than the pine. You know, it's funny, I'm actually making feathers while I'm doing a full stroke out, so that's to attest to the sharpness of this knife, being through a few other reviewers in the arena. That's pretty cool. Again, using the back on the spine, making dust. Yeah, you'll be able to shave off dust with the spine, no problem. And then of course the mortal enemy of today, the eucalyptus. So let's go ahead and take the bark off on this. We'll just go to town. We'll just cut it off here. So you can see this is very stringy eucalyptus, so That's just the bark. Inside's nicer. And I'm kind of just prying that right off. Alright, just for the knife itself, I'm going to place a board underneath it because I don't want to smash it into the cement. Just out of respect to the rest of the reviewers that are going to do this knife, I don't want to send them a damaged product. But let's go ahead and try this eucalyptus here. Now I'm trying two different grips. I prefer using this one where the blade's angled down. It just seems to glide with the slicing motion, and it helps me to curl feathers off. You can hold it parallel to it, and that just gives you a lot of upper body. You just lean on it and it'll push the knife into the wood and give you straight cuts, just like so. That's good if you're wanting to get a deeper cut, but as you can tell, it's working either way. So I'm going to go ahead and do my other slice cut. I don't know what the name is for it, but it's what I'm calling it today. Scandi grinds are absolutely awesome. Easy to sharpen, and you just got one angle to lay on a stone. So, as you can tell, bring this camera back up. Eucalyptus feathers perfectly. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and do a visual inspection on the knife. Check for any defects such as burrs or rollovers. So I can't even see the screen. Okay. So as we're running along the edge, I'm looking for anything that might have nicked or rolled over, especially for a Scandi grind, because that's the thinnest part of the cutting edge. And so far I'm just seeing wood debris. So this knife is holding up excellent. Yeah, I am not seeing any defects visually. No burrs. Yep, this is fine guys. After all the reviews it's been through and then mine so far, this knife is holding up. It has not been sharpened. Excellent. Battle horse knives. So we're looking at the micarta here. So I want to pay extra attention that I didn't smack this here, because obviously, you know, that's exposed. It's not above the spine, but it is an area that you can hit and potentially damage it. So that looks fine. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do now is some practical uses. Most of you guys will be doing this anyways. So what we need to do is build a small fire inside the stove so we can go ahead and feed ourselves. Everybody eats. So I've got 3 pieces of fat wood here I'll be utilizing to help start my fire. And we'll be testing the spine of this knife here with the ferrocerium rod. Most of the stuff I could probably split already. Yeah, I don't want to smack the micarta. That's what I was mentioning with the spine here, or I mean the full tang for the end. That's flush with the micarta. So keep that in mind if you guys want to be doing anything. You could split it with smaller stuff, probably like this here. Do this without stabbing myself. There we go. This is having no problem whatsoever feathering this pine. Again, I apologize for the helicopters and air traffic today. No problem whatsoever. Set those aside. We'll keep the kindling down here. Just feather up a couple more sticks here. I'm not going to bore you guys to death with this. I'll come back when everything's feathered. Note to self and note to my viewers on this knife here. Wanted to let you know that since there's no jimping on this spine, this curled micarta here actually acts as jimping to me, because I don't always hold the knife straight on the top. I'll have my thumb off to the side. That's just natural with me when I'm, you know, slicing, as you can tell. But that knurling here, that just acts identical to jimping. It keeps my finger right where I want it. So that's just a note for you guys. that micarta scale acts as jimping, so that's pretty cool. I like that concept. I haven't seen that before. And I cut off a few feathers, fat wood here. As you can see, it's just already fluffing. So we got a lot of fat wood shavings we're gonna get going here. We'll throw a spark into them and get those ignited. Oops. Keep that all together. Just keep going. Slice some of this off here. This is really, really nice fat wood. So I got this at 4directionsbushcraft.com. Same with the fire steel. I use a lot of products from Chris, and I just wanted to use it to start my stove today. There we go. You guys can really see that thick black smoke. So this ferro rod throws nice sparks, as you can see. So the Battle Horse knives, Woodsman Pro, will throw nice sparks. You gotta find the spot that's sharp though.
It's been a cold winter, I'ma switch it for the summer. I ain't packing but still, suckers run for cover. I'm in the sunshine, cause I know I got mine. Pimping is a short thing, buried in my bloodline. Coming from the bottom, moving straight to the top. Coming with the put up for the #1 spot. Pushing my vibe like the push I on the block. Holding my ground, sucker rappers get lost. Coming from the bear with me, better prepare really. They can step to me, my rap is medicine. You don't wanna F with me, I'm always flat. Holding my ground, sucker rappers get lost. Check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it.
Alright guys, well we thoroughly tested this knife here from BHK Woodsman Pro. So you can tell, putting it through some tests, the knife performed very well in all aspects. So if this knife is up your alley, I'd definitely give it a check. So personally, just holding the knife, it's very comfortable. I did pick up a hot spot on my ring finger here. Just from grabbing the knife in that area, it just happens to be the spot that's causing a little bit of friction, but it's no problem. Now earlier I noted that there's no jimping on the back of this, however the gnarled pattern here, the swirling pattern on the micarta, acts as jimping, especially if your grip's going to be on the outside of the knife. So in conclusion, this knife performed very well for me. I really enjoyed using it. It's too bad I can't keep this one. This is nice. But I gotta send it off to the next arena tester so he can get his opinion on this knife. Well guys, this has been BlackRifle Survival. As part of a review, I'm bringing you the BHK Woodsman for the outdoor arena. I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned. I'll provide the links below for all the channels involved, and go check them out. If you haven't subscribed to their channels, do so. It's well worth it. All the guys and myself will be reviewing new equipment coming along, and these are great reviews and a lot of fun, and you'll definitely get a lot of different opinions on them for their uses. But definitely guys, I'd approve this knife. This is BlackRifle Survival approved, most definitely. Struck a ferro rod, shaved bark up, feather stick like a champion. It's comfortable. It's got micarta, you can't beat that. So, Battle Horse Knives, BHK Woodsman Pro. Catch you guys on the next review.